too, man.
Good to see you. You look well.
Well, thank you. Thank
You
you very
look
much.
well, and you're like a big old rock star now. You're rock, well, like a rock, yeah, rock and pop, country, rock, pop.
Well, you know, I mean, what happened with the Boxmasters, I've done mostly solo albums, which are sort of singer-songwriter things. And, you know, I grew up in the music business and sort of accidentally became a movie star.
Yeah.
And,
that, me too.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it stinks, doesn't it?
Oh, geez, it's awful.
And when we created the Boxmasters, it was a result of me and the guys, you know, growing up as hillbillies, and yet we were Beatles fans.
Is it okay to call yourself a hillbilly? I thought that
we
was
can call ourselves hillbillies.
Oh, I see, yeah. So I can't say...
It's like Richard Pryor said, you know what I mean?
Yeah, loud and clear.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely, you have it.
But
this is, I like this because you look like the Beatles right there.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. And not Beatles that had sex with a rhino, but regular Beatles. I like the Beatles suits. They look good.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
they call it Mod Billy. That's our style of music. It's, you know, like I said, guys who grew up loving the Beatles, the Kinks, and the Stones, but we also grew up in, you know, rural areas and grew up around country music, so we married the two together, and it's the Boxmasters.
Right, now, where would I get me one of these suits? Because I like that.
You know, actually, we get our suits from Liverpool. There's a company called Beatwear. I might be getting a free one for that.
Yeah.
A company called Beatwear that they make the authentic, you know, the boots, the suits, everything else.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like that. And how is it in the band? Because like you tour around with this band, you've got a bus and all that kind of
stuff? Go out
stuff?
in July, go on the bus, yeah.
Now, what, is it a democracy when you're in there? Or is it like, this is my band and you will all do as I say, you know?
I may as well be Mussolini.
Yeah, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're very tough on them?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
I just chewed them out just now. You know, just before we got out here.
Is that a bad thing?
Oh, no, it's good.
Yeah.
It helps.
You know, there's a place up in Hollywood Boulevard. Never mind. Now the songs you cover some old songs on this as well, don't you?
Yeah, it's a 2-record set. So one record is all originals, the other is all covers, and on the cover side we do some things. I understand you're a Mott the Hoople fan.
I like Mott the Hoople. Yeah, Ian Hunter's been here. I loved Mott the Hoople when I was a kid.
Me too.
Yeah.
We did the original Mixed Up Kid, but it's hillbilly style, you know.
I like that idea. I remember, who was it, the fella that used it? David Lee Roth did Jump in Bluegrass. Did you ever hear that?
You know, I saw him on some TV show one night doing one of the Bluegrass
it was
versions.
Here.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah!
Well, I mean, this is the only one I watched.
That's right.
That's the only one I watched.
Nice. No, it did. It did. I like the idea. So you did Mott the Hoople songs. Who else have you got in there now?
Oh gosh, we got everything from the Who to Mel Tillis. You know.
Did you watch? Did you do that? What was that movie, Quadrophenia, where they were riding around in scooters and stuff like that? Did you do? Were you in a gang when you were a kid?
Actually, yeah, kind of.
Really?
Yeah. Well, not really a gang. See, when I was growing up, they didn't really have, or at least in my area, I mean, gangs like what you would consider a righteous gang these days. I mean, we were just a bunch of morons running around on our bicycles throwing things at people.
But
you know, I think it's a gang, right? You know.
What would you throw at people?
Whatever we could find.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and sometimes mud, sometimes rocks. You know, whatever we found.
Poop's always a good thing.
That sort of thing. Yeah, exactly.
Now, is this? As far as I know, and I'm right on this, your mother is a psychic, right?
Right.
Yes. So how's the album going to do?
It was...
Does she do readings for you?
You know, well, she will every now and then.
Right.
But she doesn't like to read for the family because, you know, she doesn't want to see some of it. But she thinks that this is actually going to be pretty darn successful. I mean, you know, my last record did okay, and my solo record, and... she was right about that. So, I mean, you know, in the world we exist in, it's sort of the Americana rockabilly world. You don't sell 5 million records. I mean, if you sell 50,000 records in our style of music, that's an amazing feat. So,
well, there you are. Then you'll be all right. 50,000.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're going to buy 50,000 yourself.
I've already
right?
got about 25,000. Yeah, I'm fine.
Exactly.
Now, does your mother not feel? I mean, because I really think if my mother was a psychic, I would be very uncomfortable with that because then she would know what I'd been up to.
Right. It would.
Does she know about what you've done in the past, too?
Oh, yeah,
Because most of the rest of us do, actually.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
Yeah.
You know, actually, she did see a couple of things on TV before she thought it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But Yeah, it was real hard as a teenager to sneak in the house.
Yeah, no, I bet. Did she still do it, or she's retired a bit now? Then?
Well, sort of semi-retired. I mean, she still sees a few of her friends that she's seen over the years and do things for them, but not so much anymore. But no, she's
been out here to L.A.? You guys
oh, yeah. She comes out a couple times a year.
Yeah, she likes it?
Likes it here, actually. You know, when I was at the Academy Awards for Sling Blade, actually, she was always a big fan of Dwight's. And when we went to the Academy Awards for that, Dwight was her escort.
Really?
So she still brags about it.
Wow.
It was a pretty big deal.
That's kind of awesome, yeah. You know, I watched that movie again recently, Sling Blade, like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. That's a great movie. Have you seen it recently?
I haven't seen it in a long time.
You know, you've lost weight since that movie.
Yeah, I've gone up and down for movies. I mean, one time I gained 50 pounds for a movie, and it was just wrong.
I gained 50 pounds for a movie I was going to see.
Oh, right.
How did you get rid of it?
I'm sorry, that was good. That was really good.
Well, it's going to stand out then on this show. But what's the how do you get rid of 50 pounds?
Well, you just stop acting like a fool. I mean, what I did was to gain the weight. It was for a movie called U-Turn.
Right.
Yeah, with the glasses and the grease. Yeah. And I would drink 2 Haagen-Dazs milkshakes a night right before I went to bed.
I want to be in that movie. I want to be in that movie. Yeah.
And I ate constantly. And the thing that people don't understand about weight gain is, you let alone wheat and dairy, you lose weight instantly. And I'm allergic to both of them, so it's pretty easy for me.
You're awesome. I am going to do that from now on.
Wheat and dairy. I'm telling you, pasta, worst thing in the world. And if you want to put weight on, you'll do it right away.
All right. So don't have any milkshakes and stay out of Italy.
Yes, sir.
All right. You're going to come back and play with the Boxmasters later on?
I'd love to. And can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
It's my son Harry's birthday today, and I just want to say happy birthday, Harry. He's 14. And
happy birthday. Happy birthday. Billy Bob will be right back with the Boxmasters. We'll be right back with Lewis Black. I kind of like it. I think it makes me look more Christmassy. You know, if I were buying somebody a present for Christmas, and I might get them this. It's the new album from the Boxmasters. Yeah, it's called Christmas Cheer, and it's got Christmas songs on it. And it's the Boxmasters, and they've got a singer, and that's him right there. He's bigger in real life, as you shall see. Billy Bob Thornton, everybody. To see you.
Well, it's good seeing you.
It's nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a while. You know, I love this show.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
And well done on the Boxmaster. This is the second album now, right?
Yeah, we've got 3. The other one comes out in April, but that's the Christmas record. Yeah, and it's got some of the the label wants you to do a Christmas record, as everybody does, and we put some traditional Christmas songs on there, but we wrote 3 new ones, which are a little darker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so.
Happy Xmas. No, that's fair.
Oh, yeah, that's
Christmas in Prison. That
Christmas
may be
in
a little
Prison.
darker.
Yeah, and that's actually a John Prine song. That's a dandy. And Slower Than Christmas is a good one.
What's that about then?
Slower Than Christmas, it's about how, for some people, Christmas is just, like for me, Christmas is beautiful. I love it. I got kids. For some people, Christmas is a nightmare, you know. I mean, depending on depending on the family and all.
Do you know my family? Is this
Well, speaking of that, I mean, I know you got your big fancy TV show and all your friends and family and everything.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and you live in your big mansion and everything.
Yeah, all right. I eat lean cuisine at night on my own. All right.
See, I got this little apartment down on Pico, and I sit down there, and we can't really afford real Christmas stockings that look kind of like that. So when I was a kid, my parents used to just put it in, like you said. You were talking about it.
Yeah, I used to get it.
It was just a sock, right?
Yeah, in fact, that looks like my dad's foot. That's what it's like.
This is my pitiful attempt at giving you a Christmas gift. It's your stocking.
Thank you very much indeed. I think there's a tangerine in there. Will I open it or wait till Christmas?
You know what? I think you can open it. I think you're safe to open it. There's just some personal things there. I did give you a little...
let's see what we got there.
You'd always ask me for an autographed photo, so I thought I'd give you one of those.
Oh, that's great.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
To Craig. Look at that. Merry Christmas there from Bad Santa.
Oh, yeah.
We can pixelate that and beat that.
Yeah, we'll fix that later.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, censors.
Black-eyed peas.
Some black-eyed peas. Very nice.
Peas, yeah. It's a white trash Christmas.
Yeah, Hey, there's coffee.
Boxmaster's blend.
Oh, Boxmaster's coffee.
That's right.
What happened to you, man?
I
And
don't
look,
know.
you had some.
I know.
Look, what the hell's wrong with you? You had some of the coffee. Smells fresh roasted.
Don't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it does actually smell pretty good.
I'll tell you what.
Is this,
Those are Boxmaster's items that we sell on the road when we're playing tours. They look like matches. They have the caricature of me and the guys.
Yeah.
You open it up, it's not matches. Yeah, it's... yeah.
Saints preserve us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually use something a little bigger, but this is fine.
Yeah, no, we were kind of disappointed in the company that made those, actually. To tell you the truth. Yeah, they were a little small.
Yeah, they are. Well, you can't tell them. Look, let's
they
move
fit
on.
two of the guys in the band.
Do you need your... Oh, look, there's another. Oh, there's another one.
Oh, yeah, there's another one.
I think you got me all wrong, pal. One would have been fine. Is this another one? 4?
I have confidence in you.
Not since the 80s. Is this it? Do you want your sock back?
No, please.
All right,
That's your sock.
So, and a sock too. That's lovely. How generous you are for Christmas. That is very nice.
Absolutely.
Do you do the thing with the kids? The kids still believe in Santa and stuff?
Well, you know, I have a 4-year-old who's with me now, Bella. She's
Right.
backstage. She believes in Santa. My 14 and 15-year-old boys, not so much anymore.
Really?
You
surprised me.
Yeah, well,
When did you start believing in Santa?
a kid told me at school. I was 11.
Right.
I believed in Santa Claus pretty late.
Yeah,
and I loved Santa Claus and really hated him.
I kind of still do.
Well, I kind of still do
Yeah,
too.
I do.
You know what
I'm
I mean?
not kidding.
Me either.
You know, because I was at this gas station in Vermont between Christmas and New Year, right? And this guy came up and he was putting gas in his car. I'm not kidding. And he looked like Santa. He was wearing a green sweater, a big white beard, and he went, I'll have, 20 gallons of premium, ho, ho, ho. And I was with my son, and my son went, is that Santa? And I went, maybe. And I said, excuse me, sir, are you Santa? And he said, yes.
Wow. You see? I'm telling you. Because, see, I still believe in it. There's something about it. I mean, there's something about... I mean, I understand that people tell you, look, how's a guy get from Stockholm, to L.A.
Right.
and all these other
I've been to
places?
Stockholm, and you don't want to leave.
Right.
No, it's certainly...
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Have you been there?
Food poisoning, yes, I have.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No, I get another kind of poisoning in Stockholm. Actually, if I'd had this with me at the time, things would have been... never mind.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like Christmas, and people always associate me with Bad Santa and everything, but the thing is, Bad Santa actually had a good message in the end.
Yeah,
I mean, the
right,
guy
exactly.
actually did believe in Santa
Yeah,
Claus,
it's true. You're right, everybody.
Right?
Wow.
But I do believe it. But when this kid told me, I was in elementary school, I think the 6th grade, and when this kid insisted there was no Santa, and he started giving me proof, which really sucked,
Kind of jerk. Yeah.
I beat him up.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Beat him right up.
Merry Christmas. That's the message of Bad Santa. Believe in Santa or you'll get your teeth kicked in.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right. Merry Christmas to you. That's lovely. And will you do it in LA or will you go back to the South?
No, actually, my mom always comes out for Christmas, and my brother lives out in California now, so we have an L.A. Christmas.
And it's nice to be home because you've been touring, haven't you? You've been touring with Willie Nelson.
Touring all over the place, yeah.
Really?
And, yeah.
Where are you going? Where have you been? Where's all happening? Where's all the places that you love?
Let me tell you,
Did you go to Nashville?
You know what? We went to Nashville. We played Nashville. We played, this year we did a 2.5-month tour on our own. And we went everywhere. In New York.
Are you done with the movies? Is this it then? Is it the band from now on?
You know what? I gotta do movies because they pay you lots of money.
Yeah. Not the ones I did. You know, they were $40.
No, I mean I grew up in the old music business. So I mean that's my first love. But I still love movies. I love acting, and I've got a bunch of them coming out.
Yeah.
I got a movie called Manure coming out in the spring. And
well, you try to stay ahead of the critics or something. What the hell is that?
You got to. I mean, if they're going to say something anyway, just give it to them.
Yeah, why
you know
not?
What I mean?
Why not?
But no, it's a movie about fertilizer salesmen in the early '60s, which is it's a pretty
Yeah.
funny, dark kind of movie. Let's say it's sort of like a Glengarry Glen Ross or 10 Men, only with. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can I say that?
No, you can't. No. But listen, you can't bring on condoms either, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Now, when you're touring around, do you still have the fear of flying? Do you go on a bus or something like that?
We're on a bus, yes.
Yeah, you don't fly? Still don't fly?
Oh, no, I fly. I fly all the time, but I don't like it, but I do it.
Right.
You know? I mean, you got to face
I
it.
learned how to fly.
No,
I was terrified of flying, and I thought the only way I was exactly like you, wouldn't go on a plane, sedated to get on a 747.
Right.
I thought I'll try and I'll lean into this fear a little bit. I learned to fly an airplane, little Cessna.
Really? I mean, you actually pilot the
I actually, on my own, nobody else in the plane.
No, don't
I'm
start
telling
with
you.
me. Do you really?
Yeah, I go up in the plane and I'm like, yes, hello, everyone. And they're like, we can't see you, it's 5,000 feet. You know, I love it.
Is it a two-seater thing?
It's four-seater. You can come up if you
Could I
want.
come up?
Yeah. I thought you were frightened of it.
No, I fly all the time. I mean, that's an old thing. I didn't fly in the early '90s when I first had my sons. I just freaked out.
Right.
After that, I fly everywhere. I've flown in Cambodia on planes with like oil leaking out of them and a 14-year-old pilot. I mean,
no, you don't.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I've learned a little bit about flying, and now that I know that, when you see oil leaking out of the plane,
not a good thing.
Take
not
the bus.
Not a good thing at all.
Yeah.
But I'd go up with you. I'd love to.
Yeah, no, I think you'd like it. I think you'd like it because I think you're a bit of a control freak. And once you get up there and start controlling, like the first 15, 20 lessons, I was having nosebleeds and panic attacks. Yeah.
Really?
Well, Kurt Russell took me up. You know,
Oh,
Kurt,
yeah, I know Kurt. Yeah.
Kurt, right. He's like a he's like 7,000-hour pilot, right? He's got this fancy plane, and he takes me up in it, and he's flying around in it, and he said, we're landing at this airport. He said, okay, land the plane. I had 8 hours at the time. He said, land the plane. You can't cry in front of Kurt Russell. It's Kurt Russell. Snake Plissken is sitting right there. You can't cry. You can't go, I'm scared, Kurt. You can't. So that kind of helps, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
get
absolutely.
somebody you're kind of slightly terrified of in the plane with you.
Well, the only danger in flying, as I understand it, or not the only, but one of the main ones, it's just really on takeoff and landing, right? Like once you're up there, it kind of does its thing, right?
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, once you're up there, if it does happen, it'll take a bit longer.
Yeah, well...
Because then you'll come down. But no, you'd love it. We're done. We're out of time. Listen, you're coming back to play, aren't you?
Oh,
no.
please, yes. We will,
no,
we'll definitely.
Yes? Yes.
Yeah, we're going to come back and play something.
Yeah.
I mean, not tonight.
Not tonight?
No, it's just me. I came in
I thought you were bringing the band, so you just brought the CD and the sock full of crap? You didn't even bring the band?
Oh, no. They wanted to be with their families.
Oh, okay.
So...
Those jerks. Those jerks.
Can you believe that? But no,
anyway,
it's
Conor
just me.
Oberst is here. Nothing says Christmas like Bright
Well,
Eyes.
we'll listen to his tunes.
Yeah, I'll be all right. All right, Billy Bob Thornton, everybody. We'll be right back. Merry Christmas. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. My first guest tonight is an extremely talented actor. He's an Academy Award-winning screenwriter. He's got a new book out called The Billy Bob Tapes. It's tapes, but it's a book. The Billy Bob Tapes, A Cave Full of Ghosts. It's in stores now. Please welcome the great Billy Bob Thornton, everybody. Billy Bob. Billy Bob.
How's it going, man?
Man.
Alrighty then.
You wrote a book, Billy.
I did. I certainly did.
It's got a picture of you on the front smoking one of them marijuana cigarettes right there.
Actually, that's just a regular old cigarette.
Is it?
I could never smoke pot.
I was never any good at it either.
Horrible.
No, it made
horrible.
me feel really uncomfortable.
Me too.
Like I felt like my hands were covered in glue and stuff like that. I only did it like 50 times now. I thought, that's it. Like seriously,
I couldn't do it either.
No.
Never
What
could.
were your drugs back in the day then?
Oh, gosh, morphine.
Morphine?
Yeah, I loved it.
That's a tip for the lady that's having trouble getting to sleep, actually. CBS.
Yeah, morphine's great. No, I was never much, I wasn't good at drugs, and but I mean, even back when I grew up in the heyday of, hippies. I was a hippie and everything. I was like the only hippie who couldn't smoke pot. But I mean, seriously, the times I tried it, I thought the FBI was after me. My heart beat real fast. I couldn't do it.
No, you don't want. That's not fun.
It's not fun at all.
That's what I thought when I was doing acid. I was like, this is not fun. I'm just doing that. This is peer pressure.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I never had fun. So this book, it's wait.
Oh, I know.
Who's this?
That handsome devil. That's me when I was 7.
Look at you, adorable.
Which is the age my daughter is now.
That's yeah. And does she look like this?
Well, I mean, kind of a girly version, maybe.
Yeah.
But
there's a girlier version of this.
Oh yeah. Touche.
Yeah, I'm kidding. You look great. I love the show business pose.
Oh yeah,
You're a baby.
nice. Well, this is one of those. It was probably one of those Olin Mills things, like your parents take you to the Sears or wherever it is, and they put the fall scene behind you, and you can't sit up. They had to prop you up all the time. But I was the fattest baby in Clark County, Arkansas.
Hey, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. Never mind Oscars. Come on.
Absolutely.
Fattest baby in Clark County.
Yes, I was.
Them some competition in Clark County for fat baby.
There is, actually.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, the cholesterol capital of the world.
Is it really?
Well, I don't know, but I bet it is.
I tell you, it's an interesting thing. I think that sometimes when I'm in the South, I sometimes think it's a little bit like Scotland here.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people with Scottish names, and everybody's eating pretty bad food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, you and I grew up in similar ways.
Very similar kind of way. I mean, I was the fattest baby in Cumbernauld. Yeah, and there was some stiff competition there. Now, is this an autobiography?
Not really. I mean, over the years, when you're a actor type or whatever, they always want you to do a biography or whatever. But they want one of those celebrity gossipy biographies, which I wouldn't do. And my friend Kinky Friedman from Texas, Kinky, there you go.
Yeah, there he is.
But Kinky said, look, why don't you do a book? Because you got all these crazy, funny stories of growing up and everything. He said, if you do that, and then I'll give you a couple of chapters in there where you can just gripe about how our culture is crumbling before our very eyes. And I said, yeah, I'll do that. And one of the reasons I started talking about how our culture is crumbling is because when you had Bob Geldof on the show, I was watching.
Yeah.
And Bob said, which I loved, he said, people have gone crazy. Why is nobody talking about this? And we're losing all the magic in life and this kind of thing. And I thought, well, finally somebody said that, and I'd been doing it, but I'd do it like in my basement with like 2 or 3 of my friends.
That's much what I do here too. In my basement with my horse and my girls,
exactly.
And my skeleton. That's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
But I think that too, and I wrestle with it because, on one hand, I think we live in an age of no original thought. Everything's a sequel. Everything's a remake.
Right.
Everything's a cover version. I think pop culture is crap. Like people aspire to be nothing.
I know.
And then I think, no, maybe I'm just getting old.
But see, here's the thing. A friend of mine pointed this out to me, and I believe this is true. He said the people who are griping about this, who grew up in the 60s and 70s during the heyday of rock and roll and everything, he said, we're still saying the same thing now we were saying then, so that doesn't make it like your dad who thought the Beatles were the devil. And
Right.
You know what I mean? So
But what should, I mean, because I have young kids, you have young kids, how do you instill rebellion and original thought into people when their parents are trying to be rebellious and original themselves? You know what I mean? It's like, how do you rebel against original thought? Is have unoriginal thought, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
And so we're all, ooh la la!
Yeah, well, I guess you're right. Maybe I should just give up. But yeah, I've been talking about it quite a bit. But here's an interesting thing. I liked what you said earlier in the monologue about how everything's a reality show and this kind of thing. And here's what's strange about it. Like, in order to become famous now, you do something stupid,
right,
or say something stupid, and you get your own show.
Right.
Right? I mean, some guy who's like, no, I'm not talking about. No, I mean, this is a legitimate...
Where are you going with this, man?
No. All right. This is a legitimate thought. I mean, this is a legitimate show and all that kind of thing. We've always had talk shows, back to Jack Parr and Steve Allen and guys. I'm talking about somebody who has a show. I mean, how many more shows do we need about jobs? I mean, it's like, you know, Cabinet Wars or stuff like that.
I know what you mean,
Well, they got 10 shows about...
World's most interesting, diner. Yeah, why?
And it's like they've got 10 shows about making cakes.
Yeah,
how many shows do you need about making cakes?
I don't even like making cake. I don't mind eating a cake, but I'm not a cake maker.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of weird. But one way or the other, you can do this kind of stuff and then get famous from it. So that's the way to do it. But if you're already famous and you say something stupid or do something stupid, then you lose your career.
Yeah.
So what does that mean exactly? I'm not sure exactly how that
Well, I
works.
think what it is that fame used to be something that had value. Like, you became famous for doing something. You wrote a screenplay, you made a movie, something that people went, oh, wow, that's a piece of work. Now fame is just a byproduct of having your own sex tape. It doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, fame is not important anymore. It's kind of like the way I feel about the written word. You know, like the written word used to be really important. Like anything written down, like, you know, 500 years ago, you'd be like, oh, wow, this person can read and write, so this must be important. But now everyone can read and write, and, well, most people. I look forward... No, I don't look forward to it. But, you know, the idea that literacy, you know, being able to read and write is somehow a symbol of intelligence is not true, but people still think that. Yeah. And to that extent, people write stuff down on the internet or on Twitter or on Facebook. They write it down, what they've said, they see it written down, and they go, I'm clever.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. And also, I think back on the years when when I first came to L.A. 32 years ago, and you know, you're starving to death and living in the car half the time and everything. And now a guy skateboards down a banister into a pile of watermelons, and he's got his own show the next thing you know. You know what I mean? I didn't know it was that easy.
That's a pretty good trick. You know what? Do you know what I thought is like Justin Bieber, who's clearly a talented kid, right? I'm not trying. This is a talented individual, no doubt. But when they made his movie, they were like, they said he'd never make it. And I'm like, he's 18. For 6 whole months he struggled. You know, it's like the idea of serving any kind of apprenticeship doesn't exist anymore. If you're not famous and getting it going on by the time you're 22, you're washed up, which I don't understand because you get nothing to say.
No, I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, life experience is part of what goes into anything. You know?
You'd think. But then again, maybe we're just getting old and telling kids to get off of our lawn. I don't know.
You never know. Yeah. And shaking our fists like...
you kids. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have a lawn?
Yeah, I do. I actually do have a lawn. I have a small front lawn and a big back lawn.
2 lawns?
2 lawns.
So, do you tend your own lawn? We can make a show about that. Yeah. Lawn tenders.
Exactly. Yeah, celebrity lawn tenders.
Celebrity lawn tenders. I'm telling you, you can sell that.
Absolutely.
If it's a Billy Bob Thornton celebrity lawn tenders, you would do the narration. Over here's a guy who's got a lawn, and they would. I'm telling you, somebody would buy it.
Well, you know what gets me on all these shows? Everything's a competition, and it's like, you know, like I said earlier, like cabinet makers. You know, a show about they make their cabinet or whatever it is. Nothing against cabinet makers; they're great, but if you have a TV show about them and they all make their cabinet, and then they stand them in a line,
and then the judges,
and they all cross their arms like this, and they wait forever to tell the poor slob who's got to be off the show.
Yeah,
you know? I mean, it's like they play Jaws music.
Right, that's like,
Your cabinet made me sad. I looked at your cabinet. It made me sad and crazy because your cabinet, it looks like croissant.
Yeah, they're so arrogant, those judges.
It's terrible. Like, I am the greatest cabinet maker. You're right, though. We shouldn't be, you know, angry with the cabinet makers. They do a fine job.
They do a wonderful job. They do a wonderful job.
Do you have any cabinets in your house?
I do, actually. I have a lot of cabinets.
How many do you have? Do you have any idea?
You
probably don't know. I
offhand, I'd say in the kitchen area, I'd say I've got 12.
Now, your kitchen cabinets, you keep that for your food and groceries and stuff?
Dishes,
things
like that.
You don't keep anything else in the kitchen? Because some people keep the cleaning supplies in the kitchen, and I'm like, whoa, that's the garage.
That's true. That's true. You know, I actually know someone who uses their oven quit working, and they use their oven as an extra cabinet, and like cereal and stuff is in there. Yeah.
Well, that's dangerous, Bill.
Yeah,
because right there, what if that oven starts, suddenly you've got flaming Cheerios in your oven?
Absolutely. If it suddenly starts working again, that's a fire hazard.
That's a fire hazard right there, and you won't know where the smell of toasted wheat thins. We have to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
think.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Billy Bob Thornton. He wrote this book with Kinky Friedman. Kinky's got a middle name, remember? What was that middle name he had?
I know all about Kinky's middle name, yeah.
It's Kinky Friedman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cussed too much tonight. I don't want to give you any more cuss.
Thing is he can't prove it, you know.
Why not?
Well, I mean, he could prove it, but he won't prove it.
Well, if he won't prove it, then maybe that's proof enough in itself.
Exactly, you know
right
what I mean?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look good in that picture with you. Do you still smoke?
I do, sir.
No, boy.
Yeah, I do.
You know what? If cigarettes didn't kill you, I would still smoke, though. Because I haven't had a cigarette in 15 years, but boy, they were terrific.
Well, you know, they are.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, I'm not...
But they kill you, no? You do know that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I just had I have 2 physicals a year. Two
Oh, yeah, because you're a bit of a hypochondriac, right?
Well, a little bit.
Well, a little bit. I seem to remember.
See, I trade off, though. I mean, see, I'm a vegan for the most part. I eat fish occasionally, but I eat really healthy. And I got to tell you something about oatmeal, just to get off the subject of cigarettes.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
You know, they always say oatmeal lowers your cholesterol, right?
Right.
And that blueberries bring your blood pressure down. My blood pressure is kind of low to start with, so I have to be careful so I don't, you know, fall out when I stand up, you know, that kind of thing. But I mean, no, sometimes my blood pressure gets to like 96 over 64 and stuff, and that's low.
That's
you know,
low, yeah.
it makes you dizzy. But one way or the other, about 6 months ago, I started eating oatmeal and blueberries and bananas every morning. It's the first thing I do.
Right.
Now, last year when I had my physical, my cholesterol was like 172, which is low. That's good cholesterol. Right. And I've never had a problem with these. I got no artery troubles or anything. I'm in pretty good health. My lungs are always clear, you know, this kind of thing. Now, I started doing this oatmeal thing 6 months ago. I went to the doctor the other day, and he starts going through my blood tests. Wow, that's great, that's great, that's great. He goes, your cholesterol's 131, that's great. And I said, hang on a second, you said 131. Last year it was 172. So I lost 41 points on my cholesterol from this oatmeal deal, I'm telling you. So I'm just saying. I mean, if you...
Wait. First of all, do not dare applaud that. Because you're only doing it to make yourself feel more comfortable. And the other thing is, but you're still smoking.
Yeah, but if you eat oatmeal...
If you eat oatmeal, you can... Crikey.
You can smoke.
Wow!
Yeah.
But I look forward to your letter, American Medical Association. No, but you're very careful with, you know, the health and stuff. I seem to remember that. You're kind of like, you've got a touch of the Howie Mandels, haven't you? A little bit of
that, yeah. I'm not like Howie where you have to, like, do the bump thing or whatever. Right. I mean, I'll shake hands with a guy, but I instantly go get the hand cleaner.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm the same here. Well, you know, we get celebrities out here, buddy.
I saw you and Cusack. I saw you and Cusack drink this stuff.
Yeah, well, you see, I found out later, though, that actually some people do drink it, so I feel bad about that.
Yeah. Do they really?
Well, because maybe it was theirs, you know. No, apparently it's one of these things that, you know, like glue or paint huffing or something. Yeah.
Pam.
Yeah.
People used to huff Pam.
Really? So I kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want some?
I'll have a little.
Yeah. Well, you got to be careful, you know, because you know, people come out here and they're, you know, they've been to show business parties, they've been shaking hands with agents. They're filthy.
Yes, they are.
Filthy people.
I completely agree.
All right, we're out of time. Do you fancy mouth organ, awkward pause, or do you want to go for the big cash prize?
Big cash prize.
What time is it, Shadow David?
It's time for the big cash prize.
$50 American in quarters in a bag with a dollar sign on it, right?
Yes.
Just like the burglars use. 2 ways to win. You can either answer a question or you can guess what's in my box. Here's how that works. I imagine a box in my head, but I don't know what's in it. Only Jeff knows what's in the box. If you get it right, Jeff will tell us, and that's great. If you get it wrong, something awful will happen.
I'm going to guess what's in your box.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, I'm imagining a box in my head. Jeff, do you have the box?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I went to dinner with Jeff the other night.
You and Jeff went for dinner?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
That was great, yeah. Well, we see each other, you know, socially occasionally, but just here on the show and stuff. But the other night he calls me up and we went to dinner. It was a nice time, and thank you.
Yeah, thanks again.
We picked the check
Thanks again, Billy Bob. That was great, man.
It was. I had fun.
Oh, I had a great day. Continue with your little game, Ferguson.
guys have been for dinner, then how do I know this is not a setup? When I come on the show, I'll guess what's in the box. I'm sorry, Billy Bob. No, we have very strict rules. I'm sorry, this sounds like a setup to me. You and your little buddy Jeff going for dinner and... Jerks.
Okay.
All right. So you have to answer a question.
I got to answer a question.
All right. Okay. Iceland is in the North Atlantic. Its capital city is Reykjavik. The hagfish is widely considered the most disgusting of all sea animals because it produces huge quantities of slime to confuse predators. Within 5, how many quarts of slime can a hagfish produce at once? It's a pretty easy question. Within 5, how many quarts of slime can a hagfish produce at once? Is it A, 17?
Are those the choices, or you're just saying?
That's the choices. Is it A, 17?
Oh, A17.
But within 5.
Okay. I'm sorry. 19.
It's close enough! Yeah! Billy Bob Thornton, everybody! Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob! You're looking good, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're looking kind of Lizard King, kind of Jim Morrison a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you kill any lizards?
I have.
Have you ever bought a penguin?
I've stolen a penguin.
How you doing, man? Fargo, that's from the movie? The TV show's from
Right.
the movie?
Yeah, loosely based on the movie. And,
So it's the same characters or just the town?
No, it's really kind of not exactly a continuation, but it's what happened in that area after the movie. It's different people, different story. So it's kind of its own animal, and yet Noah Hawley, who wrote it, wrote all 10 episodes. It's basically like a 10-hour movie spread out over 10 weeks.
All right.
And he really captured the Coen brothers' tone and everything.
It's cold up there, though, man.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you shot it in North Dakota?
No, we actually shot in Calgary, Canada.
That's even colder.
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
If you were real Canadians, you wouldn't have drawn attention to yourself. Jeez.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, good Lord. Calgary, is it?
Oh, yeah, Calgary, which is
I quite like that
cool
town. I've been there.
I love that town.
Yeah.
It's a great town.
It's just north of Regina.
Hey. You know, I didn't know it was that kind of show.
Yes, you did. You've been here enough times to know exactly the kind of show that it is.
This is true. I mean,
Yeah.
what with the horse and all. And the...
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, man, how's it going? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Good party last week. That was great.
I know, right?
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Oh, and by the way, I've got them right here. I'll bring them.
Okay, cool, man. Thanks.
Hey!
What?
I didn't know you guys knew each other.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Known each other for years, yeah.
I knew you before you worked for him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Hey! So Canada then, eh? That must have been nice with Canadians, friendly, lovely people.
They are very friendly.
Yeah,
Very
sometimes suspiciously friendly.
Yeah.
Are you good with passive-aggressive behavior?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
I do okay with it.
Yeah, I recognize it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Because that's the people that don't think Canadians are being polite all the time. They don't recognize that there's undertones going underneath the whole
Oh,
thing.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, it was funny because, you know, here we are shooting in this horrible weather. I mean, it was, even the Canadians said this is the worst winter we've had in years and years. And it would be like 30 below, 40 below, stuff like that. And then it would get to be like 4. And they were so happy. And they were, I mean, it was like they were It's like they were in Hawaii or something.
Yeah,
You know, they start
I know.
peeling their coats off. You know it's going to be 4 tomorrow.
Yeah, no, they get very excited about it, but it is so cold. It's
Yeah, it
so
really
cold. I don't do well in that. You're from the south, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
You like warm.
I know. I mean, I've lived here for 33 years in Southern California.
Yeah, yeah,
My
it's-
blood's thinned out.
Yeah, me too. I go back to Scotland, I start crying.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So there were days when it was just so miserable, but we needed it. And we had to have the snow for the show.
Yeah. No, you got to do that. No, it's
you had
fine.
to have it.
Are you still playing music?
Oh yeah, still.
Were you playing music up there? Did you get a band together when you were up there?
Did not. No.
What's wrong with you, man? You sell out?
Well, you know, we were working too much.
Oh, I guess there's that.
So I would just, but I brought my Yanni records, so I would just listen to those.
Yanni?
Yeah. Isn't that a joke? I mean, usually when...
I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's do. Yanni.
It's like a real talk show now. Yeah.
Horse is laughing.
Yeah, no, the horse is very supportive. No. Enya, that's what I do.
Enya.
Yeah, that's what I like to meditate to.
Enya.
Yeah.
Now, isn't she from over in your area or something?
We don't all know each other, man.
Well, yeah, no, right? Exactly.
She's from Ireland, which is kind of like saying, don't you know some Canadians because you're from America?
That's right.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Are you in therapy?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good,
Yeah,
good. So let's get
Let's
on
do
with that
something.
then.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
So tell me why you hate cold weather so much. Did someone hurt you, a penguin maybe, when you were younger?
My father was killed by a polar bear.
Polar bears will actually do that.
They will kill you.
They will kill you.
To death. Yes.
The polar bear is the only animal that will actually stalk a human. Other animals will kill them.
Oh, I know.
But polar bear will it'll follow you. It'll follow you home in the plane.
Yes, it will.
You know.
Well, absolutely.
It'll like in a disguise, wearing a hat, reading the paper, a couple of rows behind you.
Well, you know,
hey, what's going on?
Have you noticed that polar bears are always used in these sort of like warm, fuzzy, like, you know, they do the...
Yeah, like
the
for toilet paper and stuff.
Yeah, like the soft drink commercial, and you got like a pretty little, you know, polar bear drinking the Coke and all this kind of thing. And they're brutal.
Yeah, they are.
Horrible.
Like,
Horrible.
it's drinking the Coke to wash down your blood.
You're right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Did I say that?
That's for sure.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
And now, more of Billy Bob Thornton's father. Your father wasn't actually killed by a polar bear.
No, he was
Right,
not.
that's good, yeah.
No.
I'd hate to be insensitive about that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
no.
You know, you weren't injured in any way by a bear.
No, never.
Well, except maybe, you know.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
No, I get it.
Are you frightened of animals?
I'm frightened of a couple of animals. For the most part, I'm really good with animals. I'm not real big on any type of... Well, I'll put it this way. Snakes are bad enough already without giving them legs. You know what I'm saying? So...
Lizards, we're talking.
Lizards, we're
Yeah,
talking.
yeah.
I'm not big on lizards. Komodo dragons, don't know why they're here. They're dinosaurs.
Well, you remember one ate Sharon Stone's husband's fruit?
I remember
Yeah,
that.
that was a...
You know,
that
it was
the
like
news.
she took him to the zoo for his birthday because he wanted to walk with the Komodo dragons. I mean, swimming with dolphins, that's one thing.
That's one, yeah.
But walking with the Komodo
here's the-
dragons, I don't get it.
Well, here's the thing as well. He was wearing white socks.
Yeah,
No
no.
ghost, right? And what happened was he took his shoes off,
Yeah.
and they used to feed the Komodo dragons white rats.
rats.
So they see the white socks, they're like, boom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, could you take your black shoes off? They may think they're black rats, you know.
And and then you got white rats.
Yeah.
And my theory is that she knew.
I think she did.
She was like, go on in, honey.
Yeah, exactly.
Walk with the dragon.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Remember when you said you like Komodo dragons?
Yeah.
Guess what?
So you're frightened of lizards, eh? Is
Yeah.
that a Freudian thing? Do you think it's something to do with penises?
You know what I think? I had a dream of a penis with legs once when I was a kid.
This is good. I like this.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I think we're getting somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, this let's call it a penis with legs. What happened? Was it chasing you?
It was on me. No,
This is making me sad.
I know, right?
I like your boots.
Thanks. Lizard, you know.
Lizard skin. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Taking your revenge
Oh,
using
yeah.
footwear.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I took the legs off just before I got here.
The lizard was wearing the boots.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So you have been playing with a band? You haven't been playing with a band?
Not lately, because I did 3 movies in a row before we started Fargo, so I was pretty busy. I was in Edmonton, Canada. Anybody from Edmonton?
Yeah, no, they won't tell you.
Not us.
No. I've been to Edmonton. That's very cold.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where the ice truckers live.
Oh yeah, that's right. Huh?
Yeah, they start out from
What a
there and then.
show, huh?
Yeah, that's scary.
That's crazy stuff.
yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either.
No, I drive a Prius in L.A.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's dangerous.
And that's
enough.
dangerous enough, I know. So,
Yeah, so Edmonton, Boston, London, and then Calgary.
oh, London. What were you doing in London?
I did a movie there called London Fields, which is based on a...
The Martin Amis book, London
Yes, sir.
Fields. I've read that book.
Yeah?
They're making a movie. That book's like 25 years old.
That is.
They're making the movie now?
Yes.
Why wouldn't they make it when I was reading the book?
I know. Oh, now you got to read it
It's
again.
is it set in the 1980s?
Yeah, it's pretty much like the book, yeah. I mean...
Wow, that's a dark book.
It's pretty dark.
Who do you play?
I play Sam, the writer, the main...
Oh, right, yeah.
In other words, the American.
Yeah. And then there's the murderer and the murderee. That's a very creepy sentence in the book when they go, every murderer has a murderer, but it also has a murderee.
This is
You go
true,
like,
yeah.
oh, this is going to be scary, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a scary movie?
I think it's just, it's very strange.
Yeah.
The book is strange.
Book is
The movie's
strange.
So I'm sure it's going to be one of those movies that there'll be people obsessed and people that aren't quite sure what it is. I mean, it's, but everything I do is like that.
Yeah.
So, and you're right.
There's Martin Amis is a fascinating writer. He wrote a book called Time's Arrow. Did you ever read that?
Did not read that.
It's a guy who lived his life completely backwards, and it describes his the whole thing is his life going backwards. It's really interesting. Like it talks about him going to the bathroom in the morning, but he it kind of. Everything gets, it's all in reverse. It's really kind of like, and it's freaky.
So the toilet pees into you.
Yeah.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah. It's really weird. So, and then you go to for dinner and go,
That's wild.
yeah, I know, it's a wild, he's a
gotta
really
read that.
strange guy. His father, Kingsley Amis, was a great writer
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
exactly.
Very strange dude. He used to say, Kingsley Amis, the best cure for a hangover was vigorous lovemaking.
Really?
Yeah. That's what he said to me, anyway.
Wow. So putting the raw egg in the tomato juice.
No,
is
that's
it.
not.
That's
Well,
not
you can
the-
still do that, but you have to, then you have to have sex with it.
Of course.
Yeah. We have to take a break.
Darn it.
I know.
Just when we were wound up.
We'll be right back with Billy Bob Thornton. The kind of
Amber Heard.
Oh, right, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, she's...
Oh, welcome back, everybody.
Oh, hey.
Hey. So you just bought a house?
Yeah. No, did I?
No, I'm just doing
Oh.
talk show stuff.
Oh, I got you,
you
yeah.
bought a house, and then you
Yeah.
have a story you've prepared earlier about your house.
Oh, exactly. Okay.
Did you buy a house?
Yeah, we did buy a house, actually.
Did you really?
Yeah. We bought a house recently up in Montana.
Are you
And,
you making this up, or is it real?
Well, you told me to make it up.
Okay, so you bought a house in Montana?
Montana, yeah.
Well,
Big sky country,
Big Sky Country is
Yes, sir.
right. And do you go out there and punch the cows?
I punched the cows, absolutely. Yeah.
And who are your neighbors there? I guess Ted Turner's up there. Right?
Ted Turner's a neighbor.
Yeah.
This guy named Gus, who you wouldn't
Gus.
know. Yeah.
No, I think I do.
and- do you know Gus?
Gus from Montana?
Ireland.
He's from Ireland?
You know each other. I mean, you're Scotland, it's Ireland, you know.
Oh, wait, yeah, Irish
You know
Gus.
Gus.
Yeah. I remember him now. He had a hat.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy. That's the guy. Gus with the hat from Ireland.
Do you really have a house in Montana?
No, sir.
Okay, right, yeah. So where do you have a house then? Not necessarily.
Oh, I can't say that.
Well, I'm not asking for the
here's-
address, man.
I'll give them the address. I'm not giving you the address. No, But no, here's what happened. We lived in Beverly Hills for 13 years, and I'm not really a Beverly Hills cat.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
You know that.
Yes.
And they had the tour buses that would come by in Beverly Hills. We lived
Right.
there in the flat parts, you know. And And it doesn't really bug me. I mean, I don't mind. I'm a friendly guy to the folks, you know. I'll go out there and sign some things or whatever. But here's what happened. I had this balcony where I would, and yes, I smoke. I'm sorry, but I do. And
I could tell because you're thin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. And sickly.
You don't look sickly to me.
But one way or the other, I like to go on this certain balcony and have a smoke. And back in those days,
Is this tobacco we're talking about?
tobacco, yes, tobacco. And I like to, and I would enjoy a light adult beverage.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yep.
And one day I was doing a photo shoot at my house in this room and front room. And it was with my shirt off. Why they want to do a photo with me with my shirt off, I don't know. Because
You're a handsome man.
Well,
you're a handsome
but
man.
you know what? With my clothes off, I look like Homer Simpson's boss. I swear to God. You know, it's like it's not good. I mean, not, you know, not fun to look at.
I look like Homer Simpson, man.
You know?
I know what you mean.
But it's just not fun. And so, one way or the other, I'm there with no shirt on. I go out on the balcony. Here I am with a beer and a smoke, looking like Homer Simpson's boss, and all of a sudden there's a bus there taking pictures of me. And that's when I started thinking, you know,
I know.
maybe let's move up in the woods. And so we did. And so we live up here in
In the woods?
In the woods.
Can you see it from out the window there?
You know, what is that? So that's downtown there.
Yeah, that's. I think this is actually Reno.
Oh, okay. I love it if you had the wrong city.
No, it'd be fun. I would like that.
But but it's so there's downtown. Yeah, we're way over there.
Oh, way up there.
Somewhere, yeah.
That's not Montana.
No, but it is in the woods, and it's nice up there. My little girl wants to be an entomologist, so there's plenty of bugs. You know.
Wow, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, she's 9, way
She
smarter.
wants to be an entomologist already?
Yeah. She had to tell me what it was. I didn't know what an entomologist was.
I'm feeling, if I keep saying it, you'll tell me what it is. But I figured it was something to do with bugs, because you said she already likes bugs.
That's the study of insects, yeah.
Right,
She
yeah.
wants to do
I knew that. I was just pretending.
She moved on from paleontology. When she was 6, she wanted to be a paleontologist. Now she wants to be an entomologist. But I didn't know what any of that was. I mean, I played with sticks and mud when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But,
well, you know, kids are different now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. They're smart.
Well, they got the information highway. We didn't have that.
Oh, I had a sort of a kind of little dirt track.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was sad.
Anyway, we're out of time.
We're out of time?
Yeah.
Completely?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there another guest on after me?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Really?
No, there's not.
There's not?
Band?
There's
There's
a band? Who's the band? Who's the
Who's the band? Hey, we're asking the wrong guy. What? St. Paul and the Broken Bones. St. Paul and the Broken Bones. They're a great band, actually.
Love them.
Yeah, they're
Love them. Yeah.
they're good.
They are. They played Jeff's birthday
Oh,
party.
yeah.
Yeah, they-
Yeah, no, they're great.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
No, they rocked out, man. They were great. Yeah.
Well, we gotta go. You want an awkward pause?
Yeah, let's do an awkward
Yeah,
pause.
let's do it, man.
Okay.
Ooh la la! Ooh la la! We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back.
It's very nice. Feels good.
It's a little loose. You want me to tighten it up?
Oh, yeah, please.
All right, then.
Yeah. That's good, man. That's
Come on.
thank you. Oh, pull harder. Pull harder.
You're creepy, man.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Who would have thought a talking robot skeleton could ever be creepy?
Who would have thought a foreigner like you would ever be creepy?
Are you saying foreigners are creepy?
No,
'Cause
just
you know
you,
what that
man.
makes you?
Just you, man.
That you are a racist.
You are racist.
You're a racist.
You're racist.
We'll be right back.